Hi, I'm Greg Havener. Don't you mean Havener? Havener? Short A. Wait, no. What are you doing? No, 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 no! I'm Greg Havener. Most people know me on BWO as Gregor. I, along with Sandman, run the Machinima division for BWO. Halo 4 recently came out, and now's a great time to get started with writing and production for some great machinima. But I realized that for many people, getting into machinima may seem like a daunting process, and trying to get actors, writing scripts, doing voice work, and tons of other things can seem a bit discouraging. And while machinima is an art, and does take time to get good at through practice, I'm making these videos as a way to help out other BWO members, or anyone else really, that wants to get into machinima easily and clearly. So let's get started. Machinima, easily summarized, is film created through a game engine. The first known machinima was Red vs. Blue Episode 1, created by Bernie Burns and Matt Hollum. It first appeared on the internet on April 1st, 2003, about 2 years after the release of the instantly popular Xbox shooter, Halo Combat Evolved. Originally intended as a 6 to 8 episode joke, the idea caught such a large amount of interest that the two decided to go with it, and the little production studio in Austin, Texas, now known as Rooster Teeth, gained a massive following. The idea of machinima caught on quickly, and people started making their own independent works on YouTube. But Halo 3 managed to spark a golden age of machinima making with its own theater mode. No other game on consoles at the time had such an easy-to-use and intuitive program that let people craft all kinds of vivid stories that would normally be much too hard to execute through conventional means. Now, what the heck am I talking about when I say conventional means? Conventional filmmaking is incredibly sophisticated, at least with what you'd be trying to do with a Halo game. Paying money out of the ass just for props, costumes, actors, not to mention the production team, marketing, etc., it's a huge undertaking. With machinima, it's easy in comparison to make your own unique stories. But like anything else, there's always some hurdles to go over, so I'm going to go straight to what you need to do in order to get started. You're probably wondering why I haven't just gone straight to equipment or software. Well, that's because we have to go over this little lovely thing we call Microsoft's Game Content Usage Rules. This is arguably, no, scratch that. This is the most important part of the machinima making process. At the time this video was made, Halo was in the hands of 343 Industries, as being published by Microsoft. To keep people from making profits off of their published work, they've made a very clear and concise list of guidelines for you to follow when you go about your machinima making. You'll even see such a disclaimer at the end of this video. Here's a link to such rules on the screen. Don't scan them, read them in their fullest detail. It tells you exactly what you should and shouldn't do. With this knowledge in mind, how you choose to operate within these rules is completely up to you. But my philosophy? Don't take unnecessary risks. See it as you see fit. I'm going to expand on one key note that you should absolutely keep in mind. A given is to attach a disclaimer to your videos, and there are certain circumstances that affect how you should place it in those videos. If you believe that your video is contributing or expanding to Halo's fiction in any way, the disclaimer should be placed in front of the video. If not, but you are using Halo as an asset to produce your film, you should place it at the end. The disclaimer should be easy to read and not obscured by something else in the video. For added measure, I also read the disclaimer out loud whenever it is present in the film. These rules may seem even more discouraging, but don't be too worried. You don't need a law degree to figure them out. Just as long as you don't plan on making any money off of this, you should be fine. Now, you might be asking about companies like Rooster Teeth. Well, they're cooler than you. In some ways. They have the proper lawyers and licenses to handle that content. Until the rules change, there's not a whole lot us little folk can do. But like I said, don't be discouraged. This isn't stopping you from producing some really cool content. Just make sure that you check back and read the rules frequently. Okay, So I just gave you a definition of machinima, a brief history of machinima and the advantages to doing such a thing, and all the boring legal stuff. That about covers it for now. Subscribe to this channel to check out the next video in the series if it hasn't already come out. I'll be going over software and equipment essential to the production process. Thanks for watching, and keep the camera rolling. The BWO Films Guide to Halo Machinima was created under Microsoft's game content usage rules using assets from Halo. It is not endorsed by Microsoft and does not reflect the views or opinions of Microsoft or anyone officially involved in producing or managing Halo. As such, it does not contribute to the official narrative of the fictional universe, if applicable.